Listen closely. 3 angels have been calling your name every single night. Their voices echo softly in the quiet, like whispers of eternity brushing against your soul, because something sacred is happening around you that you cannot see yet. They are not calling you out of habit, they are calling you because someone has been reaching toward you in the shadows, touching what belongs to heaven, touching your destiny without your permission, and the heavens cannot remain silent about it anymore. This message is just for you. Don't try to skip this. Every night while you sleep, their light hovers over your name. They see what has been hidden from your eyes. They have watched the unseen hands that have been trying to pull pieces of your spirit away, the silent attempts to interfere with your joy, your peace, and your path. The angels are not warning you to frighten you, they are surrounding you to protect what is yours. This is why they keep calling your name, louder and louder in the spirit, so that your soul wakes up and rises beyond the reach of those hands. You have felt it, haven't you? That sudden chill when you are alone. That heaviness that settles without reason. Those moments you question yourself without knowing why. This is not weakness. This is your spirit reacting to something pressing against it. Heaven has noticed it, and now God has stepped into this situation. He says, "My child, I have not been silent. I have been watching. And I will not let them touch what I have marked as mine." Type Amen to get blessing 333. This is why the angels are relentless. They are standing guard over your dreams. Every night they circle your bed, lifting their swords of light, pushing back what tried to approach your soul. They speak your name not as a warning of fear, but as a declaration of ownership. You belong to heaven. No one can reach into what God has sealed. They are calling your name because the time of interference is over. There is someone who has tried to connect themselves to you with invisible strings. They have spoken your name in dark places, they have whispered their desires into the air hoping it would cling to you. They thought if they touched your spirit silently, you would not notice, but heaven noticed. God saw every thought, every hidden word, every reach of their hand, and He has drawn a line of fire between you and them. You might wonder why you've been restless. It's because your soul has been reacting to this contact. Every time they reached, your spirit flinched. Every time they thought of you with wrong intent, the angels rose up to shield you. The 3 who are calling your name are not just watchers, they are warriors. They were sent for this exact season, to break off every attachment that was never meant to be there. Type Amen to get blessing 333. God says, "I saw how they tried to disguise their touch as care. I saw how they moved close without showing their true face. I saw how they reached for your essence while smiling at your surface. But I will not allow it anymore. I am cleansing the atmosphere around you. I am restoring the walls of light around your name." This is why their voices echo so powerfully now. Because the cleansing has begun. You will start to notice shifts, people fading away suddenly, conversations dying before they start, strange tension breaking off you overnight. That is not coincidence. That is the angels tearing away what was never meant to touch you. Your nights will become lighter. Your dreams will stop being tangled. Your mind will feel quiet again. The heaviness will break like dawn breaking through fog. This is because God Himself has said, "No more." You are not going to walk with unseen burdens anymore. The ones who tried to touch you from the shadows are being stripped of access. Type Amen to get blessing 333. God says, "I marked you before they ever thought of you. I chose you before they saw you. What I have claimed, no hand can contaminate. My angels are not calling your name to alarm you, they are calling it to awaken you. Rise, because your light is coming back. Rise, because I am restoring what their touch tried to distort." And as they call your name tonight, something in the spiritual world will shatter. Invisible threads will burn. Every false attachment will snap. Your soul will feel like it can breathe again. The angels will keep calling until your spirit remembers, you are not owned by fear, by obsession, by darkness, or by anyone who tried to place their imprint on you. You are owned by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Even now as you read this, a separation is happening. A line is being drawn. The three angels stand at the threshold of your life and declare, "Nothing unclean may pass. Nothing untrue may remain. Nothing that tries to touch you in the dark may stay connected to your name." They are breaking permissions you didn't know were given. They are reclaiming what is yours. God says, "You are mine. I am jealous for you. I will not allow what is unholy to cling to you. I am removing their fingerprints from your spirit. I am washing you in light where their shadows tried to settle. I am restoring your soul to its untouched state. And when you wake up tomorrow, you will feel different. You will not be able to explain it, but something will feel lighter, freer, cleaner. That is the sign that heaven has intervened. The angels called your name until the chains broke. They called until the darkness had to let go. They called until your soul remembered who it belongs to. Type Amen to get blessing 333. God whispers now, "Do not fear the touch that tried to claim you. It has no power anymore. It has been exposed and dismantled. It cannot reach you now. The angels will keep watch, but they will call your name more softly now, not with urgency, but with joy. Because you are safe. Because you are whole. Because you are His. And from this night forward, no hand that is not from heaven will ever touch your spirit again. I am speaking to you now, and I am closer than your breath. I have watched you lie awake when the room is silent and the street is empty and the clock leans on its own heartbeat. I have seen the way your name lifts in the air as if someone whispered it right beside you. Listen to me, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not unguarded. 3 angels stand by you every night, and they call your name because someone has been touching what is yours, your peace, your boundary, your future, and I will not let it continue. I have appointed watchers over your thresholds. Michael stands at your doors with a sword that does not rust. Gabriel stands by your words so they are not twisted in the mouths of those who envy you. Raphael walks the corridors of your mind and the narrow paths of your heart to pour oil where old injuries tightened like knots. When you hear your name in the quiet, it is a summons, a soft bell from heaven. Wake, child, lift, remember who holds you. There is someone who has been reaching where they should not reach. They have pressed hands through the veil of your calm and tried to rearrange the furniture of your soul. They do it with suggestion, with the long shadow of doubt, with the damp cloth of guilt laid across your face so your breath shortens and your vision dims. They do it with smiles that never quite reach the eyes. They do it with silence that feels like a hallway with all the lights turned off. But I, the Lord who formed you in light, am turning on every switch. I am revealing fingerprints on glass. I am showing you where the line is and giving you the courage to draw it in ink that will not run when it rains. You have felt a tug at your name because your name is a key. It was engraved with purpose before your first morning. I am brushing the dust from that key. You will no longer fumble in the dark. You will no longer try door after door that leads into rooms crowded with other people's expectations. Your key was made for one door, your door. I am guiding your hand to the lock. I am steadying your wrist. You will hear the clean click of belonging, and the hinges will sing. The 3 who call your name are not warning you to be afraid, they are waking you to be aware. Awareness is peace with eyes open. Awareness is the hand that refuses to sign for packages that do not belong to you: fear, shame, false obligation, counterfeit love. You are done receiving what others ordered with your reputation. You are done paying bills that were never yours. I am tearing those charges across the perforation and throwing them into the flame. I have seen how you minimize your own ache. You talk to yourself like a house with only one chair: I'm fine. I don't need much. I should be grateful. Gratitude is holy, but deprivation is not. I never asked you to shrink so someone else could be comfortable in their carelessness. I never asked you to starve while placing an extra spoon at the table for the same hands that take and never return. I taught you generosity, not self-erasure. Hear me. The boundary you set is not a refusal of love, it is an indictment of theft. There are messages that arrived in your spirit like unmarked packages left at midnight. I am the light on your porch. Open them now with me. The first contains the truth you avoided because you thought truth would be too heavy to carry. But see, when I lay it across your palms, it balances. It steadies your steps. The second contains a map of small decisions that will lead you out of the maze of pleasing and into the spacious field of obedience. The third contains a letter written in your own future handwriting. It says, "Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for not abandoning me to the loudest voice in the room. Thank you for hearing God." Someone has been testing your locks. They have tried to enter with praise, and when praise did not work, they tried with pity. When pity did not work, they tried with pressure. You felt it like a weather change in your chest. Tonight I change the weather. I break the barometer that others set for you. They cannot predict you anymore because you are no longer under their storm. You are under my sky. I roll back the clouds with my hands and I say, "Peace, be still," over the wind that has been rattling your windows. I have counted the nights you stayed awake rehearsing conversations you would never have. I have stored the tears that didn't travel all the way down your face because you wiped them with the back of your hand as if they were intruders. Let them fall now, gentle and lawful. Tears wash the dust from sight. Tears soften the ground so new roots can take. There is nothing weak about water. Watch the way it wears down stone and receives the reflection of stars. I am calling you out of the house where your value is measured by your usefulness to other people's comfort. Come with me. Take only what I give you: dignity, clarity, courage, rest. Leave what was shoved in your pockets by urgency and manipulation. You do not have to rush to be blessed. You do not have to explain to be safe. You do not have to defend your yes when you placed it in my hands. The three angels keep watch, not because danger is bigger than you, but because you are bigger than you have believed. The enemy of your soul prefers you tired and agreeable. But I am the God who restores years, and I am interrupting the routine that has kept you dimmed. I am lining your mornings with instructions that arrive like sunrise. You will know what to say and when to say nothing. You will know when to step back without apologizing and when to step forward without seeking permission. There is a door I am closing, and if you try to hold it open out of nostalgia, your fingers will ache. Trust me to close it. Behind that door are versions of you that smiled to keep the peace while your spirit winced. Behind that door are invitations that looked like honor but felt like compromise. Behind that door are hands that continued to reach for you as if you were public property. You are not public property. You are my child, and your life is not a marketplace for anyone to sample. Watch now as I return what was taken without consent. Watch as I return minutes to your day, quiet to your room, laughter that doesn't look over its shoulder. Watch as I return focus so you can finish what I put in you to build. The project that stalled because you felt watched will breathe again. The dream that went mute because too many opinions crowded around it will find its voice. I am assigning you a sacred privacy. Shut the window and let me open the horizon. I am dealing kindly with the younger you who learned to survive by agreeing. I see that child, I kneel to their level and I put my hand on their back. We walk together out of the crowded room. We do not look back when the crowd calls your name to return. You have already answered a better call. The three angels will speak over that child every night until the memory of fear dissolves into the habit of trust. Do not confuse meekness with permission for others to trespass. The meek inherit the earth because they know who owns it. I own you and I own the ground beneath your future. Anyone who thinks they can harvest what you did not plant with them will leave empty-handed. I am your fence, not to box you in, but to establish where your garden begins and where it ends. I am your gate, not to trap you, but to decide what comes in by love and what stays out by law. Forgiveness is not the same as access. Hear me carefully. Forgiveness releases you from the burden of collecting debts that will never be repaid. Access determines who is allowed near the tender work I am doing in you. Forgive quickly so your hands are free. Guard wisely so your hands stay clean. The three who stand with you will help you practice both until it feels natural. Like breathing without thinking, like walking without needing to watch your feet. You have asked me, is it really that serious? Listen, your peace is serious. Your rest is serious. Your honesty with yourself is serious. I am serious about you. I am not casual with the crown I placed on your head. I do not misplace my own. I am not experimenting with your life, I am fulfilling what I wrote. When I say you are protected, I mean it in every room and on every road. The angels who call you are not sounding an alarm to frighten you. They are ringing the bell to gather you into wisdom. There will be a conversation where you feel the old pull to over-explain. You will notice the tug like a thread caught on a nail. In that moment, you will breathe and remember this: your no is sanctified when I say it with you. You will feel your spine lengthen. You will speak simply. The room will hear the weight of truth without the noise of justification. You will leave without carrying anyone else's disappointment home in your pockets. There is a night soon where you will sleep and not wake in the middle searching for the source of a sound that only lives in memory. The house will be quiet, and it will not be empty, it will be full of me. The angels will still call your name, but you will hear it like a lullaby instead of a summons. Peace will stop feeling like a guest you must constantly entertain and start feeling like the owner of the house. I give you practical wisdom as a gift wrapped in holiness. Change what must be changed without guilt: the code, the lock, the route, the routine. Put your devices to rest earlier so your soul can hear without static. Choose whose voice gets a key to your attention. Learn the exact weight of your own intuition and stop apologizing when you carry it into the room. These are not small things, they are stones in the wall I am building around your joy. You will see how sly flattery loses power when it cannot purchase your silence. You will watch as manipulation withers without your agreement to water it. You will feel how guilt slides from your shoulders when you remember you were never built to be anyone's shield against their own consequences. You will bless people and release them to me. You will stop being the bridge they cross to avoid the river they need to learn to swim. I am resetting your appetite. You will hunger for quiet that nourishes, not drama that spikes and crashes. You will thirst for conversations that taste like clarity, not confusion. You will crave work that aligns with my breath in you, and you will lose your taste for assignments that feel like wearing someone else's shoes. This is holiness in motion, not a fearful shrinking, but a joyful precision. Beloved, I am not angry with you. I am jealous for you. Jealous the way light is jealous for a window to stay clear. Jealous the way a doctor is jealous for a wound to heal without hands constantly pulling at the bandage. Jealous the way a gardener is jealous for sprouts to rise without shoes crushing the soft soil. My jealousy is your safety. My jealousy is your wings. There is a new hour coming to your days, an extra measure of morning. It will arrive quietly at first. You will finish something that has waited for months. You will find that you smile to yourself for no reason. You will realize that you have gone hours without rehearsing a defense in your head. You will stand up and not feel the old weight around your ankles. And when the old text arrives, when the old knock sounds, you will notice there is no echo in you ready to answer. The echo is gone. Only my voice remains. I will teach you how to bless from a distance. I will teach you how to close the door lovingly. I will teach you how to hold your own face in both hands and say, "We are safe. We are allowed to be safe." You will not become hard, you will become whole. You will not become suspicious, you will become discerning. You will not become isolated, you will become intentional. The difference between fear and wisdom will become obvious. Fear hides because it thinks it will not be chosen. Wisdom chooses where to shine. The three angels who call your name every night will keep calling until you have memorized the sound. It is a sound that says, "Wake into who you are." It is a sound that says, "Rise without asking permission." It is a sound that says, "Live as if your life is not a negotiation but a covenant, and it is, with me." You will start answering them before they speak, because you will have already moved into the life they announce. I am clothing you in quiet authority. Not the kind that needs to be announced, the kind that shifts rooms simply by entering. People will find themselves telling the truth in your presence without knowing why. Plans that were meant to use you will fall apart before you arrive. Invitations that honor you will glow, and you will know it. You will not mistake attention for affection again. You will not confuse urgency with importance again. You will not barter your peace for a seat you do not need again. Take this blessing now as one takes a warm cloak at night. I bless your sleep to be deep and truthful. I bless your mornings to be clean and wide. I bless your mind to notice when the old scripts try to run and to choose a new page without ceremony. I bless your mouth to speak no without tremor and yes without fear. I bless your feet to stand where you belong and to leave when you should. I bless your hands to touch only what I ask you to hold. Remember, the trespass was real, but it is not the headline of your life. The headline is that I am here and I am not leaving. The headline is that your name is safe in my mouth. The headline is that your future answers to me and me alone. Anyone who touches what is yours must reckon with my presence, and I do not negotiate the value of my children. When the house is quiet tonight and you hear your name, smile. Say, I hear you. Place your hand over your heart like a door you love. Feel how steady it is beneath your palm. That is me. That is us. That is home. And as you rest, the watchers will keep watch, not because darkness is strong, but because you are precious. I am the one who neither slumbers nor sleeps, and I delight to sing over you while you dream. This is just for you. Do not skip the life I am giving because someone once told you that love means letting them reach wherever they wish. Love has hands that heal, not hands that take. Mine will heal you. Mine will teach you. Mine will guide you. Lay down now in peace, rise in clarity, walk in dignity, and know this: the angels call your name because heaven recognizes you, and heaven's recognition is the end of every trespass. Am speaking to you now, and I need you to hear me with the ear inside your heart. This message is not general, it is carved with your name, sealed with breath older than the mountains, and delivered straight to the place where you are still awake even when the rest of the world sleeps. Every night you hear it, a faint stirring, a pull at the edge of your awareness, a gentle pressure at the threshold between silence and sound. That is not your imagination. 3 angels have been calling your name. They do not call by mistake. They do not call because they are unsure. They call because someone has been trespassing against what I have assigned to you. Someone has been reaching toward what is not theirs, touching what belongs to your destiny, placing fingers where only blessing and love should rest. I am not sending you this message to frighten you. I am sending it to settle you, to give you knowledge that steadies your feet and authority that returns the lock and the key to your hand. Listen to how the call has sounded, even if you never spoke it aloud. One call has carried the tone of a sword drawn from a sheath, a clear ringing that tells you that protection stands near. Another call has felt like a wind pushing curtains apart, sweeping dust from windowsills you forgot existed, making space where you had grown used to clutter. The third call has been softer, like warm oil across a bruise you learned to hide. Those 3 calls are the witness that I have not left you alone. They have been placed at the borders around you because a boundary was crossed in secret, crossed by words, crossed by eyes filled with envy, crossed by hands that reached for what you keep close. You have felt the pull. Late at night your chest tightens though the room is quiet. A thought repeats that you did not invite. Your name feels heavy, as if someone wrote it in ink they cannot wash off. That weight is not your fate. That weight is not a verdict. It is a signal, a bell I hung in your spirit so you would know when the gate was touched. I will tell you plainly, I permitted the bell to ring not to shame you but to awaken you. You are not unprotected. The three who call you have drawn a circle, and every circle drawn by heaven has an inside and an outside. You live on the inside. What touches you from the outside cannot root inside you unless you open the door to it. I know your history. You have opened doors out of kindness that were then used as corridors by those who did not carry love. You let people borrow your light and they tried to keep the lamp. You forgave without making room for wisdom, and unwise hands tried to test your mercy for weakness. I do not call your mercy weakness. I call it a reflection of me. But even mercy has a shape, and I am shaping yours again today.